This is some of the video as mysterious drones have been reported flying over parts of New Jersey. All of this happening in recent weeks. A state lawmaker briefed by the Department of Homeland Security saying the drones appear to be able to avoid detection by traditional methods like helicopter and radio. Assemblywoman Dawn Fantasia posting on X that the drones are up to 6 feet in diameter and sometimes travel with their lights off. The Morris County, New Jersey Republican was among several state and local lawmakers who met with state police and Homeland Security officials to talk about the sightings. While federal officials have said they are investigating, they say there does not appear to be any danger to the public, but cannot explain what those are. I do want to talk more about some of those sightings that have been reported here, so let's head over to Morris County, New Jersey. That is where we have Mike Fondiller joining us live. Mike, thank you so much for taking the time to join us and share your experience and your sightings there.
Thank you for having me.
So first off, can you explain to me what you and your stepdaughter saw? And I do want to show some of the video that you all shot here as you describe what you were seeing.
So we've seen them in a couple of different locations. The two videos that I've sent to you, one was in Randolph, New Jersey. Had two drones. They were more of they kind of almost looked like the hobbyist style, except on a much bigger scale. Flying very slow, headed over towards a county college. My daughter, on the other hand, she was in Lake Opakon, and with my wife, saw a number of them over the lake. They're moving very slow. They're very big, way bigger than any kind of hobbyist would have. They are much lower, and they travel at a speed that basically a small aircraft wouldn't be able to achieve.
Any idea what they could be? It sounds like folks have been seeing these for weeks and just really don't know.
It's really hard to say. Looking at them, I would assume that they have to be some sort of a military base. Just looking at the tech that's on them, no way a standard person or hobbyist would be able to afford these things. It's just very hard to tell because they're going out at night. They're going in dark areas. They do have their lights on, so you know that they're there. But anytime any kind of big airplane comes near them, they go dark, and it becomes a very big hazard. You don't know where they've disappeared to, and they could crash into something.
Tell me about when you first saw them overall. Did you know what was going on? And as you continue to see them, are you concerned in any way? Because federal officials have said that there's no danger to the public, but they're also not releasing what they even think they are.
So first seeing them, of course, I thought it was almost a big joke, online. And then I turned my head and you see that they're out there. They're flying very, very low and very well in eyesight of the public. It's very upsetting. The government isn't telling us anything. They're saying that these things aren't a danger to us, but how can you know if we don't know where they are, where they're coming from, and who's sending them?
What do you want to see happen? I imagine that you want the government to come out and provide more details, but what exactly do you want to see happen here?
We need to get them at least one down and see exactly where this is coming from. I've heard reports of people saying that they're from Amazon, from Walmart, but I'm sure if it was a big corporation like that, by now they would have told somebody because they wouldn't want the backlash of sending these things out without telling the public. The fact that they keep telling us these things aren't a danger, but we don't know what they are, isn't answering any questions to us. We need to get one down, see where it's coming from, and see who's responsible for them.
Are you surprised at the national attention this is getting? Because it's not just in New Jersey, it's not just that general part of the country, but you actually have people all over the country who are sharing these videos and trying to figure out exactly what this could be.
I mean, everybody has the right to be upset about this. Our airspace is being invaded. And until we know it's us, or if it's another government, we need to know the answer, and we need to know it now. It's a nightly report that we hear from our governor, our mayors saying that these things aren't a big deal, that we're going to be safe. They're following our power grids. They're going over Picatinny, which is a giant military base here in New Jersey. if I had a personal drone and I sent something out like that, I know the FBI would be knocking on my door the next morning.
All right. Mike, thank you so much for joining us to share your experience and really your family's experience. I also wanted to ask, are folks in your community sharing information with you as well? As you mentioned, these sightings have been happening for a while. So what are you kind of hearing from maybe your neighbors and community members?
A lot of it is just speculation right now. They're going over farms in my local area. They're going over the power lines, the grids, police stations. We don't know what they're doing. It's very deliberate. You can tell where they're headed, what they're doing, what they're scanning. I don't know exactly. But I've also heard a lot of different reports where people saying that they're having Wi-Fi issues, clocks. I haven't experienced that myself, but who knows what they're fully capable of.
All right. Mike, thank you again for taking the time to join us here. Anything else that you want to add before I let you go?
No, we just want the answers because I'm tired of looking at my daughter and her asking me where are these things coming from and not being able to give her any more answer than anybody else.
And so many families telling us the same thing. Thank you again for being here with us today. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.